Hey guys, it's Sonia, and I just want to let you know that the aliens have landed. They're here. They are here amongst us. How fun is this? I have had these for a bit, and I wanted to turn them into these little charms. I think I'm going to turn them into earrings today. So let me show you what I'm up to with that. Also, come on. I found, oh, look, the light is kind of going in and out right now. What is this? The aliens are causing chaos. Look, a drive-by. I love this. So, I own a magical shop, and people are into everything in here. The cryptids, you name it, right? Paranormal, extraterrestrial. What is the new name on them? Is it UAP, unidentified aerial? I don't know. We used to call them UFOs, but now there's another term onto them. I forget. Anyhow, I'm still going to call them unidentified flying object. But here we go. So what do you think of that? Now, this is going to be a necklace. Is it called UAPs? Did I see that somewhere? Somebody Google that for me. All right, so this guy is pretty big. It's going to be the perfect pendant. So welcome back for another making and creating video. I am filling up my shop with all kinds of cool jewelry before I head north to Canada, back home for a visit. And I want the shop to be packed with all kinds of goodies. So we've been doing a 30 days of video adventure. So I'll show you how easy this is. By the way, I have a new Band-Aid. I know, I just washed my hands. I think I got my Band-Aid wet. I was trying hard not to. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what it is, but maybe this is why we get like all these digits, because I'm telling you, I got a squished finger over here. I had a cut on here that finally healed up, and don't you know it, last night I cut this with a knife while I was cleaning the knife. I know, and sliced. Great. This guy over here, this was me on a bicycle with a groundhog. I still won, but I did ride over the back of a groundhog. So yeah, adventure. I live a life of adventure. I guess I only need 2 of those, huh? So tell me below. What's your adventures been like lately? It doesn't have, tell me an adventure that you've been on. It doesn't have to involve like, something crazy, a groundhog. Let me know what you've been up to. How is your summer? I saw visitors this morning. You guys came to visit me. That was awesome. We made a bracelet together. That was beautiful. And got to meet the fur babies. I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I tighten up this jump ring right here. Make sure it's good and tight. I feel like it's going to fit on over this. These are stainless steel. What do you call these things? What do you call these things? Is it ball and something? It'll come to me. Ball chain? Is that what it is? I'm trying to think. What is it? That word. Leave it below. And I'm going to go ahead and just make sure this one's good as well. We've had a busy day here at the store. What day is it today? Is today Tuesday? Yeah, today is Tuesday. Just a lot of people on the go. Had a lady come and she wanted to buy our most prized, largest crystal ball. So just got that guy all packed up for her. The crystal ball will be making its way to Florida. Pretty exciting. So I had to it's a giant, basically crystal, right? Like a clear quartz, gorgeous crystal. And it had a base on it with it. So she's like, can you pack up this real good, because I'm going to Florida, and I'm going to try not to slam on my brakes, but if I do, I don't want it to roll out, because it is the one that she got was a $400 crystal ball, and it is the size. It basically is like a bowling ball, only heavier, I swear. So that's what I was just doing. And anyhow, sometimes the shop just fills up. And then just like that, like everybody comes at once, and then it's, just back to, 1 to 2 people. So Matt's holding front, and we're back here creating some new products. Look at that. I think Matt's going to love this as well. He loves it when I make jewelry that involve like paranormal or crystal or, aliens, cryptids, things like that. Oh, that's so cute. Look at his little thruster right here. Giving her all she's got, Captain. All right, so there is one. That's perfect. How easy is this? Find the things that you love, collect all the shiny things. You can live your best life as a crow and do that. So I'm told that my grandfather actually befriended a crow, and the crow used to come and steal the clothespins off of my grandmother's clothesline, and she'd get so mad because it would take things. It would take things like clothespins and stuff. I remember it's just coming back to me right now as well, that we used to have a collie dog when I was a little girl, and that dog loved to tear off the blankets or towels off of the clothesline, and my sister always had this blanket, and I think it was like a crocheted blanket. I mean, it was shredded by the end of it, but you know, those things, you don't just part with those things, right, when you're a kid. So she carried that everywhere with her. I gotta remind her of that when I see her again. And yeah, the collie dog would come and would take that blanket, and I couldn't tell you how many times my mother sent me out to go find my sister's blanket, and I'd find it like way over, like, you know, in the neighbor's yard or something like that. Funny, not funny. At the time, I didn't want to go look for it, and Mom was mad that it was missing, and my sister was upset she didn't have her blanket. So the things I did for her, you know, I'll actually see her on this trip. I'm going to be like, do you know that I had to go find your blankie? Okay, every time. And I'm pretty sure our dog's name was Lassie. You know, classic name for a collie. I think is it a border collie? Trying to remember. We had a few dogs, and over time, and yeah. Now I think I'm going to take these out, and the reason is because, I mean, I could leave them in, just see how it looks, but they've got a gold jump ring. Do you see that? And my ear wires are wherever the ear wires are. Where did they go? What did I do with my ear wires? Oh, here they are. Ear they are. And these are silver. So, I don't know. I feel like that might be a little bit too much right there. Even though I like mixed metal, that might be a little bit weird because there's only one silver and one gold and nothing in between to marry them up. So, let's just pull these off for a second here. So, yeah, let me know how you're doing. I'm going to keep these for another time. And this is fun, by the way, as well. I think I'm going to take this for a project when I get home and by the ocean. I'm going to tell you stories about giant squid and the island that I'm from. And then we're going to make a piece of jewelry out of this gorgeous pewter tentacle. Tell me if you're down for it. I'm going to pick some projects with me and take them home. It's going to be a good time. Trying to get organized and get everything ready for my trip. Last night we were gathering up a few supplies, and we saw this store, and we went in for the first time. It's called Sierra. Have you ever heard of it before? I had not, and I thought, you know what, okay. And Matt was like, we should just go and see what it is. It might be outdoor stuff, you know, so we'll go check it out and see what's in there. And anyhow, it was discounted, really nice outdoor stuff and more. I mean, by the time I came out, I had like a body oil. I had a new backpack. Yeah, I got one of those neck rings when you travel, so you can kind of like put it around your neck as a neck rest. Mine came, I kid you not, with a little, not sure what this is for now that I think about it, but it came with a remote control pocket. Now, what would you be putting in your neck rest? Maybe your remote. I told Matt I was going to hide my debit card in there, but now I've told the world. This is a pretty, like, I need something that's going to be big enough to go through here, but at the same time, I can't have anything that's too thick. Otherwise, it may not go through. But anyway, if you've never heard of that store, I thought it was pretty good. pretty good. All kinds of discounted, like, quality names. And I only had a second to run in there, but we were both like, okay, we'll come back here. And after I left, I'm like, I should have seen, I need to get some new socks, because there's nothing like going on a trip and you need some new socks, right? So some fresh socks. And I think I'm going to run back up tonight after work and just see. I'm looking for thin ones. These are pretty thick right here. These are thin ones, so I think I'm going to try that. See if those will work. But I have 2 sets, so I need 4 of these. I was talking to a family member back home this morning, and I'm getting excited now. I'm starting to get real excited, because this week we set off on the adventure, and I will film along my travels, keep the channel going, so check in on the daily, see what I'm filming. Who knows? I got to get some poutine while I'm up home. Oh my goodness. There's stuff I got to do. There's stuff I got to do. No matter how far you travel, home is always home. Tell me if you feel like that as well. I have a beautiful life here in the U.S., but home is always home. And I think I have a pretty special one, so I'm excited to get back, because there's no place like the island. It's a very small, unique, proud, like so much. So there's going to be lots of good music. Is that big enough? No, I need one more. Come on. Come on. Is that you? Is that you? I don't know if that's you. We'll see. I'm going to start anyhow. Or else I do try to do 2 big ones. I need one more that's like this thin large. Are you thin and large? You're kind of, maybe. Oh my golly. All right, well, let's just get started, okay? So we can get started at least. So far, we've made on this video 2 necklaces. Not bad. Give yourself a pat on the back. See, this one goes through quite nice. Maybe I should check and see if the other ones will work that I pulled out. Close that up. She's ready to hang. All right, let me do another thin one. But yeah, busy shop today. Everything's going well. Getting everything ready to go on the road. Tell me if you're like this, but I feel like once I get going on the road. Oh, by the way, I just reminded myself, I get a call. Okay. I got to make a medication call. Got to make sure that like my medication doesn't run out while I'm out of the country. That would, oh, that does fit. Look at that. We'll just go with the big guy for this one. You never know sometimes. So I do have 2 large ones like that. That was pretty quick, right? So I do have to call about that. Actually, as soon as I get off this video, I'm going to do that right now. I'm thinking they'll give me an extra refill. If I tell them I'm going out of the country. I've got my EpiPen I need to pick up. I got a fresh EpiPen because I am going to an island that involves a lot of seafood. The sea critters try to kill me. Can't have that. So, I'm going to go and pick up a fresh EpiPen. Never had to use one because I have really good screening. I just don't, I just can't be that person that, you know, some people have allergies and they like, it's fine, you know, but I'm very aware of cross-contamination, and I am not about to just willy-nilly it. I will eat. Let me see how this is going to hang. So that goes across. Oh, no. Okay, I might need a little jump ring, and I'll show you why. I'll show you why. So this loop goes up straight. This loop here for the ear wire is also straight. So we're going to need one to connect it. Otherwise, the alien will go sideways, and we don't want that. So let me pull out those little itty-bitty ones I had. So that's going to be important. You want to make sure that your earrings face forward. So sometimes you might need to put a link in between just to make that happen. But yeah, I am not like that. You know, like I know somebody who has a peanut allergy and they're like, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. No, I'm like, can you tell me the allergens? I need to know. Like, do you have a list? Can you talk? I need to speak with somebody who's preparing my food. Plus, you don't know sometimes if you have food allergies, did they touch it? Is it a shared surface? Is it in it? A lot of places now, like I was just over to Wally World, and they have this new brand that they have as part of what they do. And I'm looking on the back, and it's like all this fishy stuff. And I'm like, no, I see. Why is there shellfish in the jam? That's not cool. I can't do that brand. All right. Now that I have that other loop, I can actually close up this guy right here. But yeah, allergies are nothing to mess with. So you have to be careful, you know, if you want to stay alive. It's said that your cells change every 7 years. I had myself last checked again about 5 years ago, and nothing changed. So I don't know. Do I wait a little bit longer and try again? Okay, so put a loop in between these loops, which will allow things. Yes, now our alien will hang forward. Do you see what I mean? Like it needed those loops in order for them all to hang the right way. All right, so that's an itty bitty. Anybody other have allergies? I'm also allergic to cats and dogs and dust. I think I told you that. Like, how can you get away from dust? I don't know. That's impossible. When they tested me, they came back and they said, you're also allergic to cockroaches. And I'm like, cockroaches? Okay, all right, good to know. I don't see cockroach. I think I once saw a squashed cockroach on a stair in at like some hotel I was staying for training in Florida, but I've never actually seen a live cockroach. Maybe at a pet store getting fed. And it's funny because a friend went to a pet show, and she was telling me that she's got now some pet cockroach. And I said to her, I'm like, oh my gosh, you got a pet cockroach? And she's like, yeah. And I said, okay, cool. I'm like, I'm allergic to cockroaches. And she thought that was the most weirdest thing. And I kid you not, like 2 weeks later, she messages me going, I had to rehome. I forget the name she put on them. I had to rehome so-and-so because I'm allergic. I'm like, yeah. Who would have thought that being allergic to cockroaches can be a thing, or even that they test you for that? I guess it's too maybe really cold in these parts. Is that why we don't see them? Not that I want to see them. I don't miss them. Don't want them. Not really a bug kind of person. Right. Oh, nice. I'm going to keep these a little bit separate because I use different jump loops, and sometimes it's easy to get them like intermingled. That's the other thing, you know, when you make jewelry is like you look back and you go, man, I paired the two up together. They were close, but not quite. On. All right, guys. Yeah. All right, so you know what I do. All right, you know what I do. We get to stage them. We made a whole alien collection. We got necklaces. We got it all, okay? We got it all. You shop with us, you get aliens. You get it all. Now, before I go ahead and I put my tags and everything on, I also, just to let you know, part of my quality check is I go back over everything with a fine-tooth comb, just making sure everything looks closed and tight. So I do that right before I put everything out on the floor, make sure everything is good. But this, my friend, are the cutest little aliens. Cutest little aliens, right? And all we did was hang them. All we did. Now, I will say, what could I have done differently if I ever wanted to upgrade these? These are pretty big alien heads, and I think they're amazing by themselves. But if I wanted to, let me put my list over here. I've got a to-do list going. I have over here on the side, I have things like this, obsidian beads, black crystal beads. And so if I wanted to, I could also have put one bead on the top of it and made like obsidian ones. So that's a possibility as well. You know, it depends on whatever you want to hang with it. But yeah, black crystals I think would be my favorite. Maybe you could get away with some gray hematite, dark gray hematite, but these are just fantastic. These are just fun. Fun fashion. That's what we say, right? Fun fashion. Aliens are fun, unless they're the scary ones, but aliens are fun. There we go. Perfect. Very light, very fun. I'd wear these. Tell me the compliments you wouldn't get, right, if you wore these. But yeah, how easy is that? Just so if you're out and about, find your favorite charms, turn them into necklaces. These could have been earrings as well, but they're too heavy, I think. These are light and fun and flowy. They're flowy aliens. And then these guys here. Whoa. So whoever buys the necklace is going to need the earrings as well. So that's my project for today. Really quick flip. Thank you for joining me. I am on to the next project. I'm going to go probably grab a bottle of water, chase the bee that just got away, and I'll see you on the next video on the very next project. Stay happy and keep creating, and I'll see you then.